Thanks, Julie. All right, how many have been asked for current salary in an interview? Raise your hand. All right, tonight I'm going to tell you why I think companies are still asking. I'm going to tell you the negative consequences that you maybe didn't think of. I'm going to tell you 3 benefits to changing your approach. The first reason people are doing it, or companies are doing, are leverage. At Platinum Recruiting, we do business with 50 plus companies a year. I can't tell you how many times we've seen someone get an offer that would have been higher had the company thought that person was making a little bit more money. Next reason is control. Companies love to control the interview and hiring process. You all know that. It goes back for a long time, but and ironically, it used to work really well, but candidates aren't as receptive as they used to be to these kind of practices. And anymore, why are companies doing it? Because it's been done forever. The funny thing is companies like to hire people that don't do things the way they've always been done. But this is exactly why it's happening. I bet most companies that are still doing this haven't made a conscious decision to keep doing it. They just haven't stopped. Negative consequences. Someone starts their career making $55,000, stands to make $600,000 more in the lifetime of their career than someone that started at $50,000. Just that $5,000 difference can make a huge difference. A bad start to your relationship. It's a crazy competitive market. You're chasing the top talent in the city, and the first impression you might be giving is that you want to have leverage and control over these people. Is that really the first impression you want to give to the top talent in the city? How many people believe in the gender wage gap? Raise your hand. If you're asking for current salary, you're actually contributing to the problem. If a woman is underpaid and she goes for an interview and gets an offer that's at least partially based on her current low salary, then that problem follows her from company to company, and that adds up over time. Look at these stats. 46% of men always negotiate an offer, 30% of women do. Could women negotiate more? Sure. It looks like women should, or men should as well. But employers need to take some responsibility here, and I'm going to tell you why later. So do we want to be part of the problem or the solution? And tonight I'm suggesting that if you're not part of the solution, you're actually contributing to the problem, even if it's not intentional. In times of change, Massachusetts and New York made it illegal to ask for current salary. So to execute, all you're doing is changing the question. Ask for salary expectations, that's it. Now I realize if someone's been asking the question for a long time, it's maybe easier said than done. Old habits die hard. But all you're doing is changing one question. Really, it's a change in mindset. Well, I think when you think about the negative consequences that may have not been so obvious, I think it makes sense that a shift needs to happen in this approach. And so it's a change in mindset that you can buy into. Next for execution is companies and candidates are going to have to better understand market value. Some candidates are going to get super aggressive and they're going to price themselves out of opportunities. Some companies are going to miss out on talent because they weren't quite competitive with their offer. But just like market conditions that kind of correct over time, I'm confident both sides will get better. Next, 3 benefits to changing your approach. And I'm going to lump these next 3 slides together. 3 benefits are you're going to make better first impressions, you're going to attract better and more talent, and you're going to save money. So how are you going to do that? First impressions, it's like dating, right? The better your first impression, the better odds of landing the person you want. And when you make a good first impression, you happen to attract talent to your company. Also, if you're making offers based on value and not current salary, then you're in the long term, you're going to be making offers that are more competitive with the market. Both of those things are going to save you money. And you may spend a little bit more in salary up front, but in the long run, you're going to save a lot of money on turnover expenses. Let's see, now we're going to go to the most common resistance we get. Well, we want to make sure we're in the right ballpark. Okay, well, everybody does. And we do too, but I'm confident you can change this question, and you're going to have a dialogue back and forth, just like you do already, and you're going to reach the same conclusion, I can promise you that. But what's the big deal? I actually didn't used to think this was a big deal, to be honest with you. That's one reason I'm here. Companies want to make more money, spend less, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Candidates can accept an offer or decline it, right? No one's making a candidate accept a lowball offer. But what if the system is rigged? I can go out and turn down an offer because I'm confident that I can probably get a better and more fair offer somewhere else. But I'm a white male. What about someone that is not as confident that a better offer is around the corner? That person may be forced or feel like they need to accept that lowball offer that was based partially on their current low salary, and that's following them from company to company, and that can be hard to shake. So I don't know about you, but I really don't want to be a part of that. That can cost someone a lot of money, so I'll leave you with that tonight. Next time you're interviewing someone, instead of asking for current salary, ask for salary expectations. See where it goes.